Temple Mount, the day after Hanukkah, the 5th of Tevet. I came here to thank Hashem for the privilege of serving Him this year. For 8 days, we were able to distribute thousands of packages of light for orphaned children and orphaned families all over the country. Over 200 cities, villages, settlements, all over the country. And that was all thanks to the supporters, the partners from Shalom Jerusalem Foundation. We partnered together with Amitzim. Amitzim.org is the organization in Israel, the official organization of young widows and widowers and orphans in Israel. Together with them, we traveled all the way to the north, Kiryat Shmona, Chanita, Akko, Nahariya, all the way to the south to Eilat, Mitzpeh Ramon, Beersheba, surroundings of Gaza, and we brought light to so many families. The excitement was so great to bring the eternal light of Hashem to all these families, and I was privileged to be part of it. And it was all thanks to each and every one of you. We bought thousands of boxes of packages. Each box cost $30, and all of that was thanks to you. And I want to thank you all. Today we had to have Adrian and Ladonna with us today, but I want to tell you that I'm here on the Temple Mount to thank Hashem for being an emissary, to bring the message of redemption. And the message of redemption now, in my eyes, just like for the past few years I was devoting my life to the Temple Mount, now the next step is remembering every single person. And the Torah requires from us to remember the orphan and the widow in our days of joy, when we harvest our harvest, in our homes and in our fields. We are obliged to remember the orphan and the widow. So when we traveled around the country and we visited families and we heard about their challenges, their needs, their cry, their pain, their joy, children, young children, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, who have just lost a parent, a father or a mother who passed away from cancer, from an immediate heart attack, from suicide, from accidents, automobile accidents, other accidents, from drowning, from crime. All of these families are coping with day-to-day life, with day-to-day understanding the need to strengthen the surviving parent. And that's what we were doing together with Amitzim. And Amitzim is the word in Hebrew, is an acronym for Almanim, Almanot, Yetomim, Tzirim, young widowers and orphans. And we established for the first time since the establishment of the State of Israel a caucus in the Knesset, devoted to the sake of orphaned families. And we're planning on passing legislation for their sake, to remember them. So therefore from here, I'm sending out a call, wherever you are in the world, don't forget the orphan and the widow. Don't forget the orphaned families. And I'm calling you all from here, from the house of Hashem, follow in His footsteps. Continue supporting ShalomJerusalem.org so that we can bring His light, the eternal light, from here, from the Temple Mount, from this place, to their houses, to their homes, to their hearts, to their souls, to their lives. Yes, that is what we're about. This year, we're going to devote our life to bringing Hashem's light to His children. In Psalm 68, Hashem calls Himself the Father of the orphans. The Father of the orphans. That's what Hashem is. And we, taken upon ourselves the assignment of bringing the eternal light of Hashem to their lives. So if you support that concept of redemption, you're welcome to go into ShalomJerusalem.org and support this cause. Because this, I believe, is our next cause. Not only the redemption of the place, the redemption of the people. And I call upon you all, wherever you are in the world, look around in your communities, find that young widow and orphan, support them, and help us support the orphans and the widows here in Israel, together with Amitzim. Amitzim which is an organization established by my wife Hadass. My wife Hadass, at the age of 29, 20 years ago, she became a widow when her husband passed away suddenly from a heart attack. She had 4 little children. The oldest was 7, the youngest 7 months. And she, 15 years later, established the Amitzim. 2 years later, we got married, and we're now happily married for a year, 10 months, and 11 days. And it's really exciting that we can bring this message of the orphans and the widows of Hashem to all people. And therefore, from here, on the Temple Mount, I'm praising Hashem for allowing us to be part of this wonderful campaign. And I want to ask Hashem to allow us to accompany these families, not only on Hanukkah, but throughout the entire year. And the privilege here to be on the Temple Mount today with a group of other people who are praying, worshiping, and that's what we're here for today. But those who are with me, those who are supporting our mission, are those who are supporting the concept of Hashem as the father of orphans. So from here, right now I'm on the northern side, closest place on the north to the Temple Mount, to the temple location. Here you can see it, right over here. There it is. That's where we're standing. And from here, we bring the message of light, of eternal light, to Hashem's children. To Hashem's children, the orphans and the widows. And from here, we're bringing His light to all of His children. So thank you again for supporting what we're doing. And thank you again for joining us. You're welcome to join at shalomjerusalem.org. God bless you all. And thank you so much. Praising Hashem. Psalm 100. מזמור לתודה. הריעו לאדוני כל הארץ. עבדו את אדוני בשמחה. בואו לפניו ברננה. יהיו כי אדוני הוא אלוהים. הוא עשנו ולא אנחנו. עמו וצאן מרעיתו. בואו שערה בתודה. חצרותיו בתהילה. הודו לו. ברכו שמו. כי טוב אדוני לעולם חסדו. ועד דור ודור. אמונתו. Shalom to you all from Jerusalem.